Hi everyone, welcome to the Stanley Parable. It's a pretty interesting game. I've really only seen like kind of quick bits of it. I've actually never played it before. It's a game where you're working in an office. Yes, I don't know actually the reason of it, but I haven't played it. So, have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. I wanted to start the video early just in case there was something in this tutorial. I feel like every game I ever play where I was like, okay, I'll start the video when I get to the main menu or like when I feel like there's a good stopping point, and then I'll go through like the most random stuff, cool stuff. So about there. Yeah, but I feel like I always have that problem. What is your current time? Interesting. Um, oh, that's it is currently for me 1:16. Yes, I know. I'm playing in the middle of the day. Accessible settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Oh, there we are. So I'm just gonna turn the audio down just a tad. I have a problem where it's kind of hard to tell when how loud I am in terms of the actual thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. It actually appears on the game. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing the game. I will have subtitles on too, just for those people who can't hear. Um, my computer is actually very good, so. All right. Ever the end is never the end is never the end. I could not read that.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't wanna. I wonder what happens if I don't move. I'm not gonna move at all. I want to see if anything happens. I feel like that was way too deliberate for him to say that. How long this game is. It's annoying me because every time I look over at my recording software, it's 1 pixel off. It will tell you like how far away it is from each side when you're recording. It literally just says 1 pixel on the right side, and that annoys me like crazy. I wonder if anything will happen if I stay here. Hey guys, I'm curious. Wait here for a few extra seconds, maybe. All right. Oh god, this sensitivity. Oh my god. Uh, Okay, there we go. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's weird. It's like a keyboard typing sound everywhere but that. I hate Mondays. Okay. Can't jump. Alright. Let me in. I went out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, sorry. I'm adjusting my monitor. My monitor is on one of those like little stand things that you can like raise and lower. I want to go back. I don't like the outside world. Hmm.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Well, fuck
but
yeah.
it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, I can tell you're very sarcastic, aren't you?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Is this dude's entire job sharpening pencils? Yeah, that's a decent job. If you get like a really good sharpener, I feel like not many people experience that where you just put the pencil in and it sharpens immediately. It's so nice. Instead of like sharpening one side. I didn't see it. Oh, this guy's cup is different. Number one dad. The other ones that just said I hate Monday, I'm pretty sure. Wait, who farted? Oh. I saw one earlier when I said, yeah, I hate Mondays. Alright. What does that say? I like who I just hate. Wait. I like work, I just hate my boss. That's relatable. I'm guessing that one just says smile. I feel like I have an exact painting of this. It's kind of cool. It's like very slippery though. I just noticed like it feels like I'm on ice. I feel like there's gonna be something with these monitors. Quite a few employees, don't we? What does that say? How the mighty have fallen. Soaked peace talks weekly. I cannot read that. I wish we had the like Gary's mod like thing. I was like, I need to fix my this. This is annoying me. There we go. Sorry, that little 1 pixel off was annoying the hell out of me anytime I looked over. I'm very OCD with that. But yeah, this game's kind of cool so far. I know what I'm supposed to really be doing outside, wandering around. Surname access. This reminds me of Portal. Is that Solitaire? I hate Mondays. Yeah, this reminds me of like a Portal. If any of you haven't played the game. Betrayal. I want to go back. What is that? That's weird. It's allowing me all the way back here. There must be a way to get back here later. I can like open the door and just be like, nope, I'm back home. Okay. Sales in the quarter. Projections. This does not make sense. Food for Ted's birthday. Chips, Blue Loops, Way put Sprouts? Huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. No. This goes against my human nature. Ooh, guys. I don't know. Go against my human nature and go in the left door, or follow my soul and go to the right? Anything else in this room? I don't feel like this is gonna be a game with like a collection system or anything. Would be a cool horror game. Nah, I'll follow his instructions. Fuck it. I'll take the most basic bitch route. I wonder if like we're into like the void. Tips for not getting fired.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Wait, that's
Feeling
so.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I just noticed if you press right click, it makes you move forward. I just realized that. It's so weird. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Jesus. Financial plans meeting, boss inspection. I thought this said glop as group. 8bird, open view, open office party. Okay, pretty full schedule. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next day's agenda, reflect. Employee. I don't know what that means. Target to push for funding for ARDA plus one. Pearson usage. Okay, that's just a random. I probably just heard of graphic designers. Feelings by not looking at that. Solving in personal conflict. If you ever find yourself in conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict, unless you're the kind of person who would conflict. Damn it! Why are you? What are your dreams for the future? Football. Less air. Clear. Okay, this feels like a butterfly dream. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievable, amazing work all time, every day, with no expectation or promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. And just don't get fired. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it pass aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Yeah, I've met a few people like that. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure the slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some babel at all text. This will ensure the calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Ugh. Come on! I want to see the rest. Number of slides in this. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Yes. It feels like something like something that would be in like Undertale, where you'll mess with like make capital. I'm messing up my words. Rid of which charts at the same slide depict the same information. Rid of increased graphics per slide. What happens if I stay here and watching it? Please no more charts. Please no begging. Stop. It's the Boss Appreciation Minute. On our Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out the triplicate and return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. Solving. Oh, how do you remember that it takes two people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them? Damn. Okay, that's kind of cool. So it is kind of secrets if I stay, like, and read. Core value, expeditions, shift. What's that say? Help, I'm lost. I post it. Oh, okay. Do I indulge myself? Yes, I do.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nah, I'm just gonna chill in
There
here.
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No
Nah,
reason to still be here.
I don't trust it. There's a secret in here. Is that radioactive?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
You can't seriously, we disabled it. Awarded for not getting any of our achievements as first, you're first.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I didn't know what that achievement was. I had to read it fast. I didn't want it to go away. What is that? Okay, so I got my first achievement was you can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. And get your first achievement. Awarded for getting the other achievement as your first. Oh. Oh my god, I seen an achievement called click on door 435 times. Just that must mean something. I need to know. Test achievement, please ignore. Okay. Speed up, complete the same parallel in 4 minutes 20 seconds, not including load times. Don't play Stanley Player for 10 years. Holy shit. Wait, what? Play the Stanley Parable for the entirety duration of Tuesday. What the hell are these achievements? Okay. I'm just reading this. And him talking is giving me the determination to stay here longer.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm gonna force this like a D&D.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
I mean, look how much duct tape we
Maybe
have.
when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I swear to God, if a door doesn't open up in here, I'm gonna be mad.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You got that right. I wonder if this is a staple gun.
Well, I've come to a very
No, it looks like a
definite
pressure washer.
conclusion
He has
about
like the
what's
little knob
going
at the
on
bottom.
right now. You're dead.
I am?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
So,
Hello?
can you not see me?
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. I felt like that was probably the end, I'm guessing. I'm the only one around in my game, but you'll never know. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just running into a wall at this point. I doubt there's much. I feel like the game wouldn't push it that far. There might be, but I'm not gonna bore you guys.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, I can. Back in the broom
You
closet.
too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you
With a
can hammer
pug.
out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
You know what I'm gonna do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
No.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, so I am gonna follow him a little bit for this playthrough. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Ooh, this got hand soap. This is fancy. Hmm. That's weird. I feel like I keep hearing something, like knocking. Okay, what is that toilet paper placement? Who goes that? But it's placed in the right way, so I'll let it slide. Anyone who does it the other way is this insane person. Creepy. Damn it. This game is very intuitive, Nat.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Cave
What he
Johnson.
could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Huh? That's like Cave Johnson right there. As I say, I'm the most expensive boss. Huh, I guess that's right. And
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I already forgot the
Trying to
passcode.
input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Nice. Tugging Giantia?
2845.
I feel like the door's just gonna open without me touching it. Nah, it's not important.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Oh, God.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, fuck you. I want to type it in now. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 8, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot the passcode. 2845 or something like that. 1, 2, 3. Yay! I wanted to still do it. Ooh. Wait, am I like really short? I've only ever seen these lights at like 4 feet tall. What's over here? Ooh. Kind of cool. Oh, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ah,
Oops. Nope.
I want to go back up.
Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I don't care anymore. I want to go back to work.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. it's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
I want to go
This
down.
has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Damn. I feel like there's something with that. They re-illuminated the pad. I'm naturally curious. Ooh. I cannot read any of that. Alright. I just want to see. I feel like there is probably something with that pad, but
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I know, I'm just perfect. Oh, that was faster. Okay, back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even
Yay!
begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
The more he responds, the more it makes me more determined to see what the fuck is up here. I'm actually kind of scared. I'm afraid this game's gonna get like a horror element. Is this installation?
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
No!
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh. Well, guys, this is our little hold. I never got one of those little bird things to work. I know that they're supposed to work, but I just never managed to do it. I'm not too that smart.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
No! These are kind of catchy. For all I know, this music's gonna be called Dumbass's Delight or something.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Huh.
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
3, 7, 7, 7. No. Hey, I'm so curious. You know what time it is, guys.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Back up we go. I know they probably won't my shot. He'll probably say like, "I'll fucking murder you." Yeah, there's no. I was going fast.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
I'm gonna drop on
Why
it.
don't
That
we
was a
take
break.
this elevator ride nice
Oh no,
and
punishment!
slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it
Yay!
seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley.
Well,
I
thank you
don't
guys.
know
Thank
if
you.
you
Thank you.
realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Something new. Ha ha ha.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here
I should have went in
somewhere.
and pressed the button again. Live on stage. All eyes on Stanley. World's healthiest human being. All tricks relieved. How did we get the pyramids? I know something. The storyteller Stanley reveals all of his new book. Liz, this the guy who went to Mars. Sorry if I'm coughing. I accidentally swallowed and spit like a dumbass halfway through that. An evening with the world peace baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
That was the Minecraft door opening. The Stanley Parable Ariel Stanley tonight live on stage. The man, the what's it say? The process, the myth, the legend, and the parable. Stanley the live on Parable. I want to know what that orb is. Oh, world's first sentient machine. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
All
Two
right,
stage.
are you
Welcome, Stanley.
ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
What does that say? Congratulations, Stanley. Remember you where you came from, your coworkers. What is this? Story Stanley, me, dad, age 6. The four, thanks for showing me the cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rah. Break a leg, champ, your boss. The boss! I love the way you ride elevators. The one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Break a leg, champ, your boss. This is all setting up. Stanley, my true love for the. It's hard to read that with the light. With your grows every day, you make me feel alive. Your wife from the department ending. Huh. The freedom finding. Wish you were here. Adventure awaits. I played the demo. Mind control facility. Oh, I thought that was the dude from Half-Life. Nah, I'm good. Okay, apparently not. The audience with the dude who came up with pizza. Damn, I would love to meet him. It's gonna be like a blank stage. Oh my god, I'm famous, guys. Ah! Now I have stage fright, guys. I'm going back. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yeah, shut up.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
I swear to God.
Suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
You're fighting a gooner, buddy. I'll do this like in 5 seconds. What's that? Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I actually want to see if the achievement changes. I feel like this game is smart enough to do that. Or like if you go to the actual achievement list, you'll see it. I want to see it. 1 second. Oh my god. It changed from 5 clicks to 430 times. Okay, guys. It did change. I was right. Ready for the gooner.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Wonder if it changed it. Let's see it now. Oop. Sorry, I pulled up my Discord. Let's see. Sorry. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep going to this one. Sorry. That's it. I'm repositioning my mouse. It's sorry, my mouse. I'm probably taking a. No, yeah. I lost count after 50. Oh, guys, this is clicking simulator. I'll get there eventually. I bet it opens at the end if I click it. Sorry, my mouse is not one of those like mechanical ones that pop up like super fast. I can only kick a certain amount of time. I bet someone cheated with one of those like massagers or whatever. I do have something similar, but it's one of those like those pointed massagers that you put like in your back. Let's see. I actually don't know where I put it. It was behind me last time I saw it. Like fucking. Here it is. Found it. I don't know how this thing works. See if this works. Oh, this thing is kind of hard to manage. There we go. Oh god. I'm trying. It's like not good enough to push my mouse down at like a certain angle. Damn it. Ugh. Let me put it back. It's pretty good. Massager. I just don't like it. It's super fucking small. Oh god, now my entire fucking desk smells like the damn massage oil I just spilled. Yes, I go all in. Am I wasting my time? I don't know, am I? Damn. Okay. I probably have to go to 317, as he said. Where is it? 320, 340. I'll find it. Alright, I turn all these off. I'm a good employee. Received input. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Maybe that's like my endings or something. Here's 3.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Is that back, I think? 247. Or 437. Wait. 346. Wait, is 347 in here? Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
We're not
Now,
getting...
door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, that would be the other way. Four, 1, 5. He's gonna trap me in here.
Now, back to door number 437.
437. God damn. Absolutely nothing.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, The copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
We're not getting anywhere. I'm being pulled around.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Alright. I'm attempting this.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Wait, that was forward.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He's fucking with me so hard, but I'm not giving up. I'll die before I not get this achievement.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Yes, I've seen. I've gotten achievements for less. Look at the achievement. 45% of players got it. Click on door 435 times. Okay. I'm just looking at it thing. I wonder what commitment is for the Tuesday. Wait, what? Settings World Champion. Set all sliders in the menu to all available numbers. I do not understand what that means, so I just said like every. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
God, my hands smell like my hands smell like rubbing oil. I have this oil that I spilled everywhere on my shelf. Hey, it's pretty good for the massager, but it's like a very overpowering smell. I think it's a mix of like lavender and grass.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Nah.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First? That looks like a horror movie. What's in here? Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie if you are lying. Stop right now. Damn. What? Oh. I thought the... Ooh, a key card. I sent a secret of some kind that I probably will never get without having to search it up.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Ah, yes, Apple.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I want to see what happens if I click that monitor again. That's interesting. Oh, it's over here now. I need to die. There is something that it tracks and I need to die. Multiple times.
When Stanley came
There's
to
gonna be
a set
safety
of
doors.
2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
$100 there's
perfectly
gonna be
well.
safety.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
rail
the
now.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Hey, I would be crazy if I didn't try all the doors.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Okay, he repeats.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Of course.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm good. Ah, no safety
Stanley
rails.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Holly, yup.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm guessing maybe that's considered tied to the endings, but I want to see if it's just if I have to press it over a certain amount of times.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
You know.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Not that one. Not in this room, so it must be a different monitor now. Okay, so let's go back to this room, see if there's anything in this.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Dang it, the dots are gone. So I guess I only get that when I die. Damn. Or I get an ending of some kind. Or I'm just really missing it. Or it continues farther down, but let's continue.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something
darker.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going forward.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So there isn't a handrail.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
My wife?
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yep.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Guess not. Ooh, there's a loading dock down there open. To the heaven or something? Danger everywhere, though. 2B1. I feel like this is a reference to something, but, you know. I need to end this game quickly so I can start getting the achievement of not opening this game for 10 years.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Damn.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
What's it say? Ah, it does say something.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Probably the void, if I'm guessing. It feels like the digital circus all over again.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you
Guns.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Oh,
A
geez.
third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I'm tempted to go through the door he gave me, but
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
yes.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that,
I
Stanley.
feel like I've heard this
Don't
exact
even
walking
try.
sound.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, Jesus. The Stanley the Parable leaderboards. Good O'Neill, Skid, Nicholas. Wait, what? How did... Hmm. Alright. Dead Razzle. What?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
It
and now
sucked.
would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
No.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very
Seriously?
meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Oh, God.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh, God, that hurts my ears. This is, like, legit hurting my ears. I bet someone has done this. There's, like, probably, like, an auto clicker so you can, like, place it. I probably could just let him burn, but, you know. God damn, when am I gonna get my wife? I gotta produce more so they can take care of each other. Like all good parents. I'll play it for a little bit. Is it hurting your ears already, guys? 'Cause it is mine. I'm gonna actually, I wanna check. Stay with me, guys. Oh my god, there is legit a thing. If I keep this motherfucker alive for 4 hours, I'm getting pretty good at this without doing. You can almost get him to like his. It's like at the like end of his like second thing. I am determined. Okay, I'm pausing. This is hurting my finger. I'm just trying to search it up. I want to see what actually genuinely happens if you do this. Second. Apparently, there's an ending with this. And I want to see if so, because I'll just pause it for you guys so I could just, search it up. But here, I'm going to pause it. Okay, guys, I have looked up this absolutely mind numbing torture I think I've ever seen from any game. This narrator is not lying. You would have to be pressing this button for 4 hours. But on top of that, you would, I think around 2 hours in, the narrator adds a fucking dog that like drops into a pool of piranhas slowly, and you have to, and the bun's like in an entire different part of this area. It's like all the way to the right to where I'm looking right now. That you have to also then press to keep the dog alive, and if you don't keep the baby alive by going back to this button, the buttons disable each other and you can't save either. This goes on for, yeah, 4 hours straight. I'm not doing that. You can look up an ending, but it does actually do an ending, like Art of Life or something ending. It's an interesting looking ending, but there's like scattered dialogue over like every like 15 to 20 minutes of this thing of him being like coming back like, "Whoa, didn't think you'd still be in here," you know. But you guys can get that ending. Apparently, this achievement of this or whatever this ending gets into actually has a set chance to pop every time you enter a new map. So there isn't actually a reason to do this fully, which actually, let me check. This was also made 11 years ago. I just realized that. Holy shit. I mean, this guy must have got the achievement by now, 10 years. Hmm. But yeah, so that was. I'm gonna just let him die. There's no way I'm sitting here for 4 hours. And I've seen people with auto clickers. It looks like the dude I watched the video on had a like a system set up to where his character would move on its own to the next button and like press it, you know? Yeah, but the dog will appear behind there, and then the button will appear all the way over there. But that was 11 years ago. I'm not trusting that. So we're gonna watch this baby die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
That was the only spoiler I gave myself, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it
I
a
still,
shot.
the only thing I've seen in this game was that room where you get trapped for like eternity, apparently. Wait,
Aha!
Firewatch?
Fascinating.
What?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
This is Firewatch.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
This is a Minecraft door opening. This is Firewatch. If none of you guys know, this is actually one of the few games to actually fully make me sob. This game was so good. Truly recommend it. To play it. I won't spoil it, but it was a really good game. Supplies for 2 forks. I wonder, I guess like maybe they collab. This is actually really neat. Oh, that's so cool. What does that say? The regular mind. Don't tread on me. Oh, this is so cool. I actually really like this. I might play Firewatch for the channel one day. It's just one of those games you play and you just turn your mind off for a minute to really seep into the story. Kind of like the Life is Strange games, or it's just like it's like a really interesting story, and I really liked it. I'm pretty sure this game also made Markiplier cry. Or it might have been Jacksepticeye, I forgot.
No, it can't be.
Am I enjoying the game more than you?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No! No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
There must be an
Out
instant.
of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No!
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable
Can't say we're
walls.
going to Attack on Titan or some shit like that.
Okay, I think
I bet there's
this
something
will
with
be
this. Like, I bet
just the
there's
thing.
an achievement here. What is this? Wait, Rocket League? What the?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost.
Yeah,
here.
Rocket League.
Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I actually never really liked Rocket League. I didn't like the game. Cool
Okay,
concept.
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I
Okay,
think
British.
surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
I don't think I could push this. Oh, I'm faster now. Wait, am I sinking? That's weird. Yay! That's kind of cool.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I really... Hold on. What are you doing?
I saw that you could like go down.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I'm afraid to step off. I don't want to die again. This is already cool, and I don't want to go back to the baby game. Filing cabinets. Okay, this is actually really cool. Oh god, this is a horror game now. Oh god, I don't like unexpected horror in normal games. It will literally make me shit myself. Wait, isn't this just a recreation of that one area? The starting area. I swear I've heard this walking sound. I think it's from like Gary's mod. Yeah, it is. Look, it's like a recreation. Interesting. Is there a way to go this way? No. Okay. Oh, I guess this is the way I came from, probably. Hmm. Interesting. Kind of cool. Is that? It kind of looks like Isaac from that one game. Oh God, I feel like I'm gonna get chased. Slam. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Are we supposed to be able to do something in here? Wait a minute, those are cameras. You in there, Stanley? Or I'm Stanley, I guess, but you know. Hmm.
I wonder what he
Oh.
found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I just get
And
sent
if
to
he's
heaven.
learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I can't see anything, so. Okay, loading. I'm probably reloading the main area. Yeah, I knew it. So, I guess that was an ending.
All of
Okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a minute. I felt wrong about that, but guess that wasn't like an actual ending, maybe. Does something feel off to you guys? I feel like something feels weird. Hmm.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two.
That dopamine hit.
Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. But
Okay.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I want to try something because I didn't really try when I was in there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I
Look,
want to
Stanley,
try
I think
something.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You see
I'm
that?
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I
I
wonder if I can
realize that
get onto
investing
that.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Dang. I was kind of hoping I
Good
would hit
job,
it.
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I was trying to die and light that. Uh, you
How
can't
long
blame me
was
for
I sitting
trying.
there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
That seems very pushed. I wonder why he said that. I wonder why I haven't been able to see that mire. Maybe it's like if I get like a very specific wave ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Okay.
this was not the
One
correct
more
way
try.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This game, I really don't want to try
Stanley
pausing.
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
Okay. What's that say? Coffee nut.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have
125, hell
mysteriously
yeah.
vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay, I was about to leave, but when he reignited my interest, I stayed in here for a few more seconds.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Rude.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Damn.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Dude, the more you talk, the more determined I get. Get out! Shouldn't look at that. Says, sorry, my eyes are not the best. Does that say 10 or 9? I can't tell. It looks like 9:55 or like 9:56 maybe. I think that's what it says. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if my monitor is more blurred than the other one. It's kind of weird because I get like different resolutions on my left screen and then my right screen where my OBS is recording.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
But I was gonna say I don't want to like pause it because I'm afraid I'm gonna miss dialogue or something.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to see how to get up there. But the thing is, I want to see if there's like a way, since you see there's that dude.
But in his eagerness to
There.
prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
I forgot
job,
right
Stanley.
click did that.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I keep thinking I'm in the other game where right click is zoom. It's my fault, guys.
All of his co-workers
I'll pause
were
in
gone.
10 now.
What could it be, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You
I
know
got
what?
on.
Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Ah. I want to see if there's a way to get down there. I feel like that has to do something with to do something, but I got
Come
it.
on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
For jumping off the car. I get fined for jumping, damn. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. When it's in motion. I wonder what happens if I just sit here. I don't know if I can go back. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just kind of ran. The only thing he really said in between here was when I went through the break room, he said, Stanley smiled enough that he bled. He knew he was human. Or some shit like that. Yeah, and then I just came in here and like kind of half stepped off that platform. There ain't no bushes I can aim for. Huh, there is something right there though. There's something in here. I can see it. There's a possibility I can get in here. But how? Hmm. There's something I'm missing here. I feel like there's a way to get down there. I can't jump, which is the most annoying thing. I gotta will myself upwards. Oh. Okay. What the? What does that say? For anyone who wants to read that, I can't zoom in. I did.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
I don't know how I found this.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
I didn't even mean to find that. I literally just like stumbled upon it on accident. I saw like there was a vent. I was like, I feel like it was a little way too deliberate.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered
to be
himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Like, it felt like way too deliberate to be just something natural.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, I'm gonna pause again. Sorry, I've been experimenting with trying to go around and see if I could do anything.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I was going through the office room and he's like, it was okay. Like in a super depressed voice. I just thought it was super funny. I want to go for this again. I've been experimenting. I tried going down here to see if like maybe I was low enough to get into this area now. But no, I died multiple times.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office.
Okay, shut his ass up.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape
Okay, it looks
recording.
like he said the same thing. I'll be back, guys.
Just in
See ya.
Stanley's head.
Okay, guys, I was experimenting more, and I went back into the tape room, and I was kind of mindlessly just listening to him. And when I looked back up, I was in a different place. I was looking at my phone. Okay, this is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is
Stanley
new.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
White. Welcome to my dog mode. Dog mode. Oh my god. I am the god.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
I don't even know
Nor
what that is.
did it advance the story in any way.
I don't know what this is. I was just randomly clicking over and over on the VHS or not VHS, the cassette tape, and it took me here.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Oh, he said it again. It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away with that barking.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh. Vent access for trained employees. Oh, I didn't even realize that was there. I just... I found this completely on my own, being blind. Okay, I want to see what happens because...
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun... so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun...
I was doing this.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Okay, I don't know what I managed to do. Okay, so like this is new, right?
All of his co-workers were gone.
No!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There must be something with this.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Okay, I want to go
this
through,
was not the correct way
see what
to the
happens.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Man, now I know why dogs love this so much.
It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Okay, I'm gonna
open door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the to the lift, and I'm gonna actually
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
follow it
it's
this time.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There must be
Look,
something
Stanley,
down with
I
that.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I feel like there's something
I'm not
with
your
this.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
No. Women. I can't take it. Let me off this. What happens if you think I just throw myself off? For science. You guys know me.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
I had to.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, I just want to see if anything happened. Oh, back to this. Okay, so I'll spare you guys the annoyance of doing this all again. Okay, I'm back. I'm just right off the platform. I didn't get dog mode surprisingly because I didn't want to go through that entire area again. Oh Jesus!
That's her, Stanley.
Oh!
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I am?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
Oh, God, he's
if
gonna
you
make
made
me
any
quit.
more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my
No.
watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
I don't wanna.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I swear to God, if it takes me.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you
What?
find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
Probably
And
less.
finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed
forklift
of good
certified.
decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Let's back out of the room. I just plug it back in. I don't want to go. I'm forklift certified now. I don't want to go out there. Oh, okay. Attempt this. Come on. Oh. I'm gonna just shimmy my way up. This feels like Skyrim all over again. I don't know if I'm actually doing something. I'm like off the floor right now. Ugh, fine. Okay. Pretty sure this is the room we just walked in from the platform. Yeah. Okay. Not safety gates. Damn it. god, there's so many safety gates. I have a striking feeling about this. Damn it. I'm trying to... Damn it!
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at
I
all.
refuse!
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Damn it. There has to be a way. I refuse not... Oh my god, there's a see-through now. I refuse to be held down. There must be. Gaming physics work for me. Actually, she scared me. No. Wait, is this different? I feel like it's longer, but...
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I refuse. The real world sucks.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
Ooh.
hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No. Kind of cool. If I keep messing with it, it'll mess up. Damn. I can't destroy reality. I refuse. I want to go back in. I feel like there's gonna be something with this. I'm always skeptic. Not a third door yet. I'm just pulling everyone's leg at this point, just trying to get around.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
There must be a way there. I feel like these are way too much stepping stool for this.
What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the
No.
game down. I have to.
No, I refuse.
I have to.
Oh god. Scared me. Oh god damn.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
I don't like
here in
this.
this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? that there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I was eating.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know why it scares me. Okay, didn't crash this time.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh, okay, maybe I just...
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll
I guess
be
like maybe I
just follow my lead and
didn't hit
you'll be
the
fine.
trigger for
All
that or
right.
something.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
At this point, dude, just keep this door closed.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Ugh,
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's so interesting, though. I don't know, even though we still were in this direction, didn't the area glitch?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
No.
hoping he might find an answer there.
The broom closet, my only safe place. Oh, I
Coming
can't
to
go
a
down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I feel like I'm getting forced for this. The employee bathroom. Or not employee, the boss bathroom, premium. I don't like this. Why are these 2 doorknobs so angled? Oh, this is new.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Business strategy,
Shocked,
what?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I don't wanna.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Yeah, and I don't wanna. I don't like being bossed around.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak.
I tried.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered...
Don't do it, Stanley. It's a trick.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The
I
end.
need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
No.
Stanley, this
Okay.
is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Oh.
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay.
Original music. Have we heard music? I mean, I guess we've heard that one music from the.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you.
Sorry,
to decide
Leroy.
What's the right thing to do?
Man, he actually sounds so sad.
You need.
Oh. Oh, he like legit sad. Wait a minute. This is different again. He's not talking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I just want to see.
It was okay.
Okay, he repeats that.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, so what I want to do first is I want to do the ending, or not really. I'm not sure if
Stanley
it's
was
the
so
ending.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to do the thing with the.
Look, Stanley,
girlfriend,
I think perhaps
or-
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm
I've
not.
gone that way. I've gone that way.
realize that investing in your trust
I've
in
gone that
someone
way.
else can be difficult,
And now
but
the only way I
fact
haven't really
is that
gone
the
is fully this
story
way.
has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Oh goddamn! Flashbang.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling a friend.
I can't move.
All right.
I wouldn't have a key.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh god. I actually can't hear me.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Fuck you. No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What? I refuse. Oh goddamn! I don't want that mannequin to attack me.
This is a
She's
very
human
sad
enough.
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, good morning, employee. For example, press B on your keyboard. Do I have to? Why does this look like Portal Half-Life type shit, like font? No, I don't wanna. Ugh.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
And a beautiful wife. Press L.
Look at him there, pushing buttons,
Oh
doing
God.
exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press motherfucker.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
That's weird. I never fucked
Fantastic
myself.
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Damn.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Oh my God, I don't want to press.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Not the
And he
baby.
called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
My
How
wife.
could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm doing the absolute cinema pose. I won't do it. He told me not to. I won't do it. He'll have to press it for himself. I'll let you guys ride that out. Well, alright. I'm not waiting.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Amir? Question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, I was looking at the clock. Huh. I wonder if that was an ending.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all
hell?
just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Shut up, Stanley.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It's like rain. What the hell? Something feels like it changed.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
I said that every time. It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I want to try something.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
I'm going
foot
that way
here.
this time.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
I want to try this
Stanley
door.
walked through the red door.
So I
Oh,
went to
thank God, you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
What even is this?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
What am I
If
looking
we
at?
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Okay, guys, I think that's the end of this. This is actually really cool. I didn't want to
No,
talk to.
wait. Where are you going?
I turned my volume a little for that. That's actually really cool.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh God.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
All right. I didn't realize it was like a suicide throw. Damn.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here. No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you?
I just want to see how much I can fuck with him. I do feel bad. But
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you? No! Oh,
what?
thank God. You lived.
Oh God, I'm
You
slower.
had me. No. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I broke my legs already.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you
Ugh.
do that for me?
Fine. I'm already slow.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I broke my legs.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
You hear my fucking legs? My legs are probably like Squidward's when you get. If you ever seen that nasty episode where he
No,
has a nail,
perhaps not.
where they scoot the table leg into Squidward's like foot and that nail comes out. Oh my God, that's so nasty. Even as a kid, I cringed to that.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, I just like jumping off this platform. If there was a pool under here, this would be great.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
If there's something back here, I would.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Probably want to die now. Like all my legs are broken. This is not me like half-assing. This is my full walking speed. I kind of walk a little faster if I do sideways. Wonder what this is. I feel like this wasn't here. But I might be wrong. I wasn't paying attention going up these stairs. Oh my God.
Is it over?
Oh.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm
Oh.
going back.
God, this voice actor is actually unbelievably good. I have to say that to it. This voice actor has been so good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The end is never the end. The end is never the end.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
One of these
Nor
times it's going to
did
be
it advance
different.
the story in any way. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I wanted to get behind, see what's back there. What did he say? Someone probably could zoom in on those. Oh, wait, what?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Get back on for a second, Red.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Let them cook! Am I trapped in here?
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Down.
Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right.
Jumping!
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I'm out of jumps, right? Oh my god. I'm like gonna be out of jumps. I can't jump anymore. Damn.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
It's kind of interesting.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me
Last of Us.
started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Oh.
What do you say, friend?
Oh. Okay. I mistimed. This beer. I have no idea.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Ain't sus.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a... Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Fine. I'm interested. I'm a sucker for Vince. I didn't even think I've actually gotten like a legit ending yet.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Don't
Back
forget
then,
Stanley
video
Parable.
games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
That's kind of interesting. Memory of the sweet memory. Audience award the Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable, the British Academy of Film Television Arts. Good times. I haven't experienced a few of these. I think. I haven't experienced whatever that one is. Oh, it's right here again. Stanley Parable is an exploration of story game and choice. The story doesn't matter. It's right now. Even by the game. If you ever actually have to choice, let me know and how you did. Yeah, I like just buying games that are like on sale and then just not reading the description on them. If you're wondering why I never know what game I'm playing. I wonder if this is an actual dollar bill. Like they scanned in. Stanley Parable demonstration. Unachievable. It's an impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I actually do remember this achievement because I did remember a YouTuber saying something about it. Nominee the Stanley Parable debut game. British Academy Game Awards. Okay. New video game released today. Creator is surprisingly down to earth. Stroking your own ego right there, aren't you? Run goes go from scandal to new crisis. Business leader is pushing elective collection. Okay. A discount though. Oh god. Just him dead. Oh my god, seriously, just piano up there.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh, I should say
Like
out
this
there.
stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I thought it was gonna open up to another elevator. Ooh la la. Damn. That sound. Memories. Person of the year. Oh, like little mini figurines. We haven't seen this one on the right, I think. Or was that the wife? I don't remember. I want to know what's in the maintenance. Knowing your city. Before you can possibly know where you begin a new street vending operation, you first have to know your city. I'll use Georgetown for example in this book, but in order to really get the knowledge, it's best to go explore. Okay. I really have to lean in. Oh my god, that's just Portal. I just looked up and see Portal's testing grounds. It's like one of the first ones. I think this is actually one of the ones you can get soft locked in too. Because you need to get the cube that will drop down and some people will like toss the cube in there somehow. That's just fucking Minecraft. I don't know if I've seen that one. I might have. Deluxe edition. Yeah, I just bought the PC version. Your number is 29. I never got to play the first game because I didn't have a computer
Here's
back then.
another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I really like the music in this game. The Series Room, 2013. Huh. Am I not supposed to be able to get back there, I'm guessing? Okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I couldn't go into the Series Room. This is just starting to feel like Half-Life now.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No, they weren't, probably.
Honestly,
Not
I
recommend.
could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Here's
I
one back
suppose
here.
I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is just starting to feel like Half-Life now. I don't know if I'm the only one. Maybe like a bit of Left 4 Dead in just terms of style. Okay, I guess the only way is forward. Steam reviews. This game I think had pretty good reviews on Steam.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
I just don't think people like British
I had
people.
always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut
there's
from the
reviews
game
over
to get it
here.
to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I'm gonna get all philosophical on you guys and shit for no other reason, but I think this is like some type of representation that no matter how many good reviews you have, one bad review trumps them all. Because like, look at this. There's one here. There's one there. There's one back there, and I'm assuming all the rest. But the only one you're seeing is the bad review, and this one over here. It's trumping all the good reviews just for this bad one. I know a little philosophical on it. Probably doesn't mean anything, but I think it's something close. It feels like something. Okay.
What's this one got to say?
Supposed to be a parable. Do you want an Eric to catch up with the long watch?
Doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip
9.8 hours, damn.
A skip button. Well, yes.
Oh, this
Yes,
is
I
actually
think
what
we
the
can
scene
do
I saw.
that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
This is actually what I saw right here. The hell? This scene I saw from, I think it was Jacksepticeye, I think.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it
I
can't
enjoy
be
his
just
voice.
yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the
only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until
I'm just gonna keep going around.
245. That the logic of elimination working
Okay, I
backwards,
guess
the
he's
deduction
on it.
therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
Oh.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made in fact make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It
I'd
has a
say,
mouthful
yeah.
that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I still think manifesto sounds good.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Okay.
Treatise,
I'll let you guys enjoy that.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 treatise, manifesto, 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 treatise, manifesto.
Have you guys gone insane yet?
Manifesto.
You guys probably won't hear it. You're probably skipping through this until either I move or, you know, I do it. Turning into him a bit.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
Yeah, I've come to the conclusion. I hate treatise more.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Oh, my fan turned on.
Treatise.
Let me touch me.
Manifesto.
Okay.
Treatise.
Let me just warn you guys I'm back.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
I don't think you can you?
I should become better.
I know you can, like, edit, like, under it, but I don't think you can change, like, the
Perhaps that
star
would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls. I've found... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, God.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
That's a
not
weirdly
single
amount of light
person
back
to
here.
speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I
God
have
damn.
cast a shadow onto the...
I can't see. I am moving, but I
Oh,
can hear it.
hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only...
Okay, I'm not listening to that. So I guess 14 years if we're going... Is it multiplying, I think, by 3, isn't it? I keep hearing something breathe, which makes me... Hello? Did I break you already? Oh, it's you. Wait, I don't have the clock. Is the clock broken? Yeah. Don't clocks die after 3 years? I don't remember it. One of my teachers a while ago had the exact same clock for like the past like 20 years, and he said the second you put the battery in, it's like a countdown. And he did like the math on it. Huh. The battery in there lasts longer. I'm just checking to see if there's anything new. Someone was cooking to me. I smell hot dogs. Okay, that is annoying me.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness.
Okay, that's not even on anymore. Okay. I've been playing for 2 hours and 47 minutes. Damn.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
It's
end,
not as repeated though.
is never the end, is never the end, is
That's
never
weird.
the
It said
end,
repeat
is
for
never
the
end, is
the
never
other
the
thing I let you
end,
guys
is
on.
never the end, is never the end,
I
is
feel like I
never
should
the
wait for this
end,
one.
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Someone got to make a beat out of this.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Okay, I'll skip. You guys can do the tricks and the tips and tricks for all the really obscure dialogue for you guys. I'm not about to sacrifice 5 hours to see a secret cutscene. I bet that's gonna fall next one. Ah, I knew it. There's too much water. That usually always means there's a leak. Oh. This is starting to become Dr. Stone, which I actually just recently watched that anime recently. I watched it up to like the most recent season with the plane dude, which he's my favorite. That plane dude is. My chair's new. I don't remember that being there. Right here. This is gonna be my title. Oh God, do we have the apocalypse? I do not like that. I do not like this even more. please, bud. You're gonna be broken. Oh my god, I predicted it both times. That was broken for a second. No, I'm at an angle. Okay, damn. That whole ocean turned to desert. There was an old PS4 game that I really loved playing about this cloaked figure that would run the desert. Wake up, Stanley. It was actually one of my favorite, just kind of turn your mind off games, kind of like this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That thing hasn't appeared, so maybe I haven't gotten like a legit ending yet. New content, ooh.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
It's gonna take me to that door. Loading screen. My hands are freezing right now.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. I like this music.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
The end
Think
is
of all
never
the
the
new
end
territory
again.
we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Testing two
This is what
printers at the same
fans have
time.
truly been asking for.
Investor Showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
New logo ideas, ooh. I kinda like the simple, yeah, I like this one. More TSP, more TSP. Oh.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The way to the show floor. Is that a whole bust? New features. Am I supposed to do something? Oh, I thought this was a pure rope. Okay.
try out some of the new features.
Can I jump an infinite amount of times? Okay, I'm not actually sure how much more of the game I do have. I've been recording for almost 3 hours now. So, this shall be the end of the video. That's Stanley Parable 2. Maybe there's only 5 more minutes of content, maybe there's more, I have no idea. But if you guys want to see more, like and subscribe, and bye!